Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. You know, the British House of Commons is kind of used to raucous displays of people screaming at each other and almost getting physical with each other. The United States House of Representatives, not so much until this week. Folks, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe before we get started. Those kind of things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Now, in the video I'm about to show you, order had to be called for in the House several times as Democrats were just acting crazy. Absolutely, absurdly, ridiculously crazy. Screaming, yelling, carrying on, shouting over people, to the point where Steve Scalise was practically laughing at them as he tried to speak. And he made some valid points here about the debt ceiling, what has happened, and what is going to happen. What Biden is doing, what Senate Democrats have done, all of it. And all they basically had to say in exchange, the Democrats, was, well, we don't care, do it our way. You're going to see what I mean when you watch this clip.
As we all know, the House has already voted to address the debt ceiling. In fact, on April 26th, the House is not in order. Madam Speaker, on April 26th, this House passed the Limit, Save, and Grow Act. Well, should I say some of this House, but a majority of this House passed a bill to address not only the debt ceiling, but also the spending problem in Washington that has brought us to this point. Now, I'll also say, Madam Speaker, that for more than 4 weeks, the Senate has not even taken up action on that bill. In fact, the Senate's not even in session today or this week. With that said, Madam Speaker, the House is scheduled to take its last votes.
The House will be in order. The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Following tomorrow's votes, if some new agreement is reached between President Biden and Speaker McCarthy, members will receive 24 hours notice in the event we need to return to Washington for any additional votes either over the weekend or next week. Additionally, we will allow all members to have 72 hours to review any such legislative text that may come before us relating to the debt ceiling before final passage of that bill. Does the gentlelady ask to yield?
Thank you for yielding to my colleague. I don't know how my colleagues across the aisle who voted for the Default on America Act are going to look our veterans in the eye this Memorial Day. You have presented our country with an impossible choice: devastating cuts or devastating default, hungry families or homeless seniors, kids without classrooms or parents without jobs. Empty VA clinics or empty savings account. And now you're sending us home with no resolution. That's the plan: to default, to run out the clock. Well, I have some good news for you. 213, every single member of the Democratic caucus has signed the discharge petition. So before you go home, it only takes five patriots to join us in the fight for the American people. Join us, sign the petition, stay here, and fight for American families, fight for their American security. I yield back.
Reclaiming my time, Madam Speaker.
The House will be in order. The gentleman from Louisiana is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Maybe my colleagues on the other side are having buyer's remorse, or should I say voter's remorse, that every single one of them voted against addressing the debt ceiling over a month ago when we brought that bill to the floor. Now, Madam Speaker, there is a remedy. If anyone in this chamber, including my friends on the other side, would like to see this problem addressed, they should go over to the Senate side, or frankly, there's no one there. They should get on the phone and call the Democrat senators who run the Senate and chose to be out this whole week because they took this so seriously, or call the White House and ask the president why he took 97 days off after the first meeting with Speaker McCarthy when the Speaker was ready to negotiate. We're still here. We have done our job. We have acted. We are, in fact, the only body in this town who has actually taken steps to address the debt ceiling and the spending problem in Washington. I would encourage the Senate to take up the bill. I would encourage the president to get engaged and address this problem, but we already have. The votes are on the board. I ask that the House be in order and there be some decorum on the other side.
The members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. The gentleman from Louisiana is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And while some in this town might be interested in theatrics, House Republicans took action. We passed a bill to address the problem. It's time for my friends on the other side to start doing their job. Call the Senate back in to take up the bill. If they don't like it, they can amend it. That is part of the legislative process. Let's get our jobs done. We've done ours. They need to do theirs. With that, Madam Chair, I yield back.
An absolutely pathetic and childlike display. And Scalise, of course, was right. The Republicans are the only ones that passed anything to raise the debt ceiling, and the Senate's ignoring it. Now, look, we know it's not what they want, but this is a situation you got. The people voted, and they voted for Republicans in the House. You have to live with that, and you have to work with that. And your my way or the highway approach, President Biden, that you carried on for months, it didn't work, did it? You thought the Republicans were going to blink. You thought they were going to back down, and you were wrong. And this debt ceiling probably will not default. We will probably reach a deal, and the Republicans are going to get a lot of the things that they wanted. That's how negotiation works. And the negotiations should have started long ago and should have continued, instead of the president blocking basically any talks for months and just saying it was going to be his way or no way. Well, he lost that argument, and now the American people have had to pay for it. Folks, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Explain America. I'm Carmine Sabia. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.